Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drunk's episode beer review with my co-host Ty. Ty, how you doing today?
What's up, Ray? How's everybody doing? How you doing, Ray?
I'm doing good. Good. It's been busy, but I actually have not really been drinking, so that's good. This will be my
Okay.
first time I have a beer. It looks like you already cracked one open. What you got going on over there?
Yeah, actually, this goes back to the first review we had. This is my first one. I'm on Space Dust. It's my new favorite beer.
Oh,
Yeah, it's good. I haven't even had my old beer since then. So
oh
yeah,
wow.
it's my new one. I get in a 12 pack now for like $24 out the door. Like it. It's good. Drink like four and I'm good. Loving it. So really interested in the Lagunitas thing today because prior to our show, I wasn't really an IPA guy per se. I always thought it was too hoppy, and I kind of just stuck to pilsners or Hefeweizens, wheat beer, stuff like that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the Lagunitas, trying it again. There's one beer that I got two beers to try. One's a something which I've had before, and I didn't care for it because my palate wasn't adjusted or used to IPAs. Now that I really have the taste for them, I'm curious to see how that one tastes. And the other one I got is a Maximus. Have you heard of that one?
I thought. I thought it was a. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. You know what? No, that I saw it and I was able to get my hands on that one as well. So it'll be
Okay.
my first time trying it. And did
Oh,
you get
good.
a chance to see that it's 9%?
I did. Yeah, it's a big 9% on the bottom of it. Yeah, I definitely saw that. Looking forward to that.
Yes. So for everyone joining in, thank you. And for anyone new listening in, this show is basically about working out and then earning your beer. And then we basically review it. So today we're going to be reviewing the Lagunitas beer. And I'll go ahead and show mine. And then you can also show which ones you got. Which one do you want to try first?
Let's try the one we both have. That would be cool.
All right. I got this one right here, which is the Lagunitas IPA. I've had this one before. Uh, I looked it up. It's 6.2% alcohol. And I'll give a
Is it?
little bit more information on it because I really didn't have a chance to research on it too much. But overall, it seems like I think I've had maybe four or five of their beers before. They're all good, smooth. And then this is the one I got right here.
Yeah, same. Oh, no.
And
Shoot.
I
Here
went
we
to a
go.
liquor store and out the door I paid about just about $4 for it. It was like 3.95.
Your orange is brighter on the Maximus, or is it just the lighting? Maybe it's the
It's
lighting.
probably the lighting.
Yeah, it's probably.
How much did you pay for that?
I couldn't tell you. Actually, I just kind of bought it with my 12 pack of
This
Space
one
Dust.
is actually available at 7-Eleven over here. So
Oh,
I got
nice.
it. Yeah, they actually have two. They have the little something uh, at 7-Eleven, and they have this one. You
How
can
much
usually
was
find
the Maximus? Just
this one was almost $4. It was 3.95. This one at 7-Eleven is 3.29 plus tax.
okay. And you said what was the alcohol volume on that?
This is a 6.2.
6.2. Okay, okay. So it's pretty good for under $4 for the 9%. It's not bad at all.
Oh yeah, not bad at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and break out the mug. Are you still living abroad or are you at home?
I'm living abroad. I'm actually at my resort right now, the Marriott Residence Inn. I'm right behind the pool area, which is pretty close to my room. And I do have my mug handy though, my frosty 32 ounce from medieval times. I have two others that I gotten, but I just kind of like this one. This is like my good one. It's my go-to.
And
So
so basically, for people listening in, living abroad, I think you had some sort of maybe house issues, plumbing issues, who knows what.
yeah, I had actually my AC pump went out or faulted, and water was leaking. So it went through my house is like narrow, so it went through like it started from the hallway that led to my master bedroom to my wife's office
Ooh.
to my living room. And so we had to completely get rid of the asbestos, We had to take out the tile, the vinyl flooring first, then the tile. Everything's cleared of asbestos, and now we're waiting on the adjuster to make the next move. We're going through estimates right now, and it's a big ordeal, and I'll be here for a while.
That's what I was gonna say. It's gonna be a while, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's looking like at least another month. Um, yeah, and that's being pessimistic. That's being optimistic. Excuse me. About a month. Pessimist. I don't know. Maybe 2 months. But anyway, it's good. We're taken care of. We have a pool.
Yeah.
I have a gym.
Look, it is
Not
like a
bad.
vacation.
Yeah, no one's ever here. I'm in the pool area. There's no one here. There's no one here 2 weeks ago either. So pretty cool. Not bad.
All right. So I'm still waiting a little bit for my sets to go down.
You are doing the Maximus?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I am. Did you have a chance to work out today?
Yeah, I did. I was. I think I told you a little bit earlier. I went to my doctor's today. I've had some knee problems for the past month, and I finally got to see a doctor. You know, with the COVID time, it's really hard to see your doctor in person. So I got to
Hmm.
see him, and I was really scared, Ray, of the big A word, and not where we're from, you know, but that big arthritis,
Eight.
right? I was
Oh,
super scared of it, right?
I thought you were gonna say ACL.
Oh, that's scary. That's scary. That's scary. I was thinking arthritis. I was thinking just just dealing with that. Being a runner, being someone that loves to run, that would really hurt me.
Right.
And yesterday, coincidentally, I got a letter in the mail from Kaiser and saying that I have osteoarthritis, and I was like, oh no, but that's it's not. I mean, you can run with osteoarthritis, but it just really you have to really slow down your running and everything that you do. And the last thing I want to do is slow down, right? You know. And I got to talk to my doctor today. Told him about the letter. He looked at me. He felt my leg. He felt my knee, and he was just like he just laughed and he goes, "I don't want to." How do you say? He says, "I don't want to make you happy too quick, basically, but what I think you have isn't what you think you have." And he's like, he checked out my knee, my movement, my leg, everything right. And I have what is it, bursitis? Yeah, bursitis. So it's nothing like that. It's just a runner. It's a common thing in runners, and I'll be okay, and I'll be able to run again. So as far as did I work out today, I did an hour on elliptical, and I did a little bit of weight, a little lifting weights. And tomorrow I'm going to be on my first run in about a month, and I'm probably going to do a good 8 to see how I feel. How was it?
All right. So after trying it, I'm gonna say it's good. I was expecting it to be pretty strong tasting, maybe a bit bitter for being a 9% beer. It's not at all. It's smooth and there's no bitterness to it. It doesn't even taste like it would be like 9% alcohol. Usually they're just a lot stronger tasting. Um, so I like it overall.
You said there's no bitterness at all.
I not from what I have tasted at all. It's very smooth for a 9% beer.
I'm excited. Let me check it out. So
So for anyone just joining in, this is the Lagunitas Maximus Colossus IPA. It is 9%. Um, I actually did not get a chance to see where they were from. And
they're from Northern California, right?
okay.
Yeah, they started in the kitchen in Northern California, and I believe it's by Lagunitas is like a lake, so it's a little area right there. From what I read, and I didn't get a lot of chance to research it, but they're big on marijuana. So a lot of the things, like they have a lot of non-alcoholic drinks that are infused with cannabis as well, and which I didn't know at all, which is kind of interesting. Did you get to research that at all?
No, I didn't get to it all. I was just kind of looking at the ingredients of the beer and then the percentage, but I wanted to research how they opened up the what was going to be the largest IPA brewery from I forget in the West Coast, which was in Azusa, California, and they built it, spent all kinds of money. They even had like one festival with like bands, and then they just shut it down. And this is before COVID, so they just decided to shut down and not open it for some reason. So I wanted to look that up, but I didn't have a chance to. So
Yeah.
interested to see what happened because it's still there. No one's occupied the property.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to research that part of it, and I would just because what I did research was so interesting, just how they started it. So basically, they just kind of started it, and I remember telling you that they got locked. There was a time where they got shut down for some reason. They used to do this like thing, like a festival up north. At I forgot the name of the restaurant. Excuse me for that, but they were just the brewer was just brewing out of it was making his brews out of it, and they would have a little festival at 420 where they have musicians, and it was a collective group of people that brewed it, like from punk rockers to business types to like a really broad. Uh, a selective group of people just that were just different from each other, but they came together for the love of beer. And from what I understand, they kind of started the IPA thing on a major scale in California. He kind of brought back an old recipe because a lot of the ales were really popular in '95, I believe they opened up, and there was a lot of ales going on, and they wanted to do something different. So he took an old India Pale Ale recipe and kind of made it his own, kind of turned into the California thing. That's why we get these different accents of IPAs, these different variations, and they kind of like started it a lot of it. I know there's other brewers that did it that didn't get as big as them, but they for as far as how big they are like the founders of bringing back the IPA or bringing IPA to life and making it as big as it is today. And I find that very interesting.
No, that is interesting, and kind of from what I was looking into before, they were talking about how when I forget which president legalized brew making your own beer at home, which is kind of like the whole push to IPA because people started making their own beer. When he passed that law, you still had to buy everything in bulk. So most people couldn't make beer still because you had to buy, like, let's say you needed, I don't know, a hop. Well, they would sell it to you by the tons. You couldn't just go and buy like a couple pounds of it. And it kind of makes sense that only maybe like marijuana companies could afford to buy that large of a, what they need to start brewing in bulk. And that's interesting. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look that up. um, Maybe we could review a couple more beers. They don't actually seem to have that many beers from what I
I'm
could tell.
pretty. What impressed me is they don't have they have a lot of IPAs and they have the L, they have the L's. But what's interesting is they have the drinks that they have a great selection of non-alcoholic drinks, and then they have that daytime
why
IPA
would
that's
why
three
would you
three.
want that?
Why would I want that? Just
Yeah,
for people there's
why would anybody want that?
I don't know,
They
but
have soda, they have orange juice,
right?
they
Did
have
you,
all
did
this
you
other
see that?
stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they're doing it for a reason, right? I mean, think about it. You have a buddy that say he can't handle his alcohol. He's changing for whatever. You can actually sit down and have a bottle with him of Lagunitas, and he's having the same thing. He doesn't feel like out of place or anything. I think it's a good move for people that don't drink. Personally, if I'm not drinking a beer, I'm gonna have something more refreshing. I don't want to taste of beer. I love the taste of beer, but I don't want to. I love the effect of beer too. There's a reason why I'm drinking, right? Um, but it looks like they have some pretty interesting drinks that are non-alcoholic that I'd be like, okay, like there's one called like Hop Happy or something that's like a seltzer hopped up with a bunch of hops, and it's just like a seltzer water. Like just take your regular Perrier or whatever you drink, your LaCroix, and and it with a lot of hops. And okay,
Yeah, I'm not into the whole seltzer. I understand why they made it then to compete with the other companies. And I, I, you know, rewinding back to what you're talking about working out, I would not start off with running 8 miles, and I would start
okay.
off with less, and I would start off at a really slow pace and just kind of feel it out, and then once you're warm, you can go a little bit faster. But I wouldn't. I don't know. I would maybe do like the- really slow, maybe three to warm up, and then from there,
Three.
from there,
I'm stubborn.
From there, I would say like you can no, that's to warm up, and then from there,
Okay.
maybe the more maybe 1 to 3 miles more. You know, because if you start feeling pain in
I
the first mile after the warm up, then why push it? You know?
listen to your body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. My doctor kind of convinced me otherwise, but he's on a runner. Uh, I didn't ask him if he was a runner, but I didn't. He did. I'm not saying he didn't look like a runner, but he didn't express that he was a runner. So I'm going to take that he's not a runner. But he was pro do what you want to do as far as working out. That what you have is not going to affect you with this bursitis thing. And I do a minimum of 6. So you're right. 8's maybe extreme. I'm gonna try 6. That's my minimum. I'm gonna see what I do. My doctor's recommendation was to do it in a circle, which we know we don't do. We're runners. We don't run in circles, right? We, and he said just so in case you get the pain, you don't have to trek back 2 miles hurt. And so I was like, okay, I understand that, but my wife, this never has happened before, but my wife could pick me up if need be. 'Cause she works from home, so she can just pick me up, go 3 miles, take her lunch. It's all good, whatever. But yeah, I'm very bro. You don't understand how much I miss running. I know we talk about this is a drunks run is in the middle of it. We love running, and you don't know how bad I felt. I'm not saying I'm depressed because I've had this gym here. Luckily, I was at this hotel where I can actually sweat. I still sweat every day, sweat hard. I've been finding more value in the elliptical than I ever gave it credit for. Much like this IPA. Like IPAs, I always IPAs or whatever. But much like the IPAs, the elliptical, it handles the job. It does the job if if you work it. And I can definitely attest to the fact that you can get a strong workout, diehard workout on elliptical you know if you do a diehard. So I will try 6 miles because that's my minimum. I've never done less than 6 in the past. I don't know, 8 years. So I'll try 6. I'm stubborn. How's that? Work for you?
I I understand the stubbornness. That's me. It's I think just listen to your body. If at 3 you're at 4 you're feeling good, cool. 5 you're feeling good.
For sure.
6 you're feeling good, and then you haven't ran in so long. I would still just stop at 6. You know,
Yeah, I think I'd be
just
happy to see my time, see how I feel at 6 because I'm used to 6. 6 is a pretty good average. I could see like my. I'm not trying to get like a 8 or even a 9 necessarily. I guess in the 9 minutes per mile. Excuse me, guys. I don't know if anyone understands the verbiage, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Uh, Let me talk about this Maximus for a second, though.
yeah, go for it. I'm
You
gonna pull up the drunks thing.
you are 100% right. It's a minimal happiness. This is a good beer, and I bought a tall boy, seeing a 6 pack of it, just because I don't want to over buy something that I don't like. Like 2 weeks ago, those beers that we got, the beers that I got, I did not like at all, and so I was like, okay, I was just a little bit reluctant to like buy it in bulk, a 6 pack even. So I was like, they had a tall can, cool. Let me try that, see if I like it. Honestly, bro, I would buy this in a 6 pack. This is pretty good. It's refreshing. It's not overly hoppy. It's not bitter at all. This is a really good beer. You're right. I can't believe it's 9%.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the beer as well. And for anyone just hopping in, today we're reviewing Lagunitas. We actually we got the second beer we got different on purpose. But the first one we got the same one, and this is 9%. And it is by Lagunitas brewery up in Northern California. If anyone in the audience has ever had it or is actually drinking some beer as well and like to come up and give us their opinion on it, you're more than welcome to. This show is done every 2 weeks, and I actually went down the whole calendar for the rest of the year to see how many shows we get. And in December, we get 2 shows. In November, I think we get three because it's kind of a long month. And then
Oh, nice.
In October, we get, I think, maybe two shows. I think
Okay.
so. Um,
We got
I'll
to do
go
a
ahead
good
and
Halloween one, right?
yeah, I was thinking something like that. Something like that.
I guess
I
we're gonna have to try these pumpkin brews then, huh? Are we forced to, or are we gonna go anti pumpkin brew?
ooh, I think
Right?
we should at least try one. One,
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe
And
the
I
audience
have,
could let us know like what's a good one because I think pumpkin's overrated. At the same time, I don't mind a pumpkin spice latte every now and then, but I don't crave it or look forward to it.
I mean, I have it like once a year, so it's like to me, I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me. I don't know about a beer. I think I've had like maybe one before, but wasn't like a big fan, or I'd be telling you about it again right now. But I do have one brewery who wants to ship us some beer.
Oh, good.
They're from up north, and there's only one Taco Bell in that whole town. So it's a really small town. They have like the local firemen, and it, I know a girl up there, and the brewery wants to do something with it. So maybe we could do something with them in the upcoming episodes as well. But for the
That's
next one,
interesting.
well,
I was thinking because of my new schedule. For anyone that doesn't know, I have a crazy work schedule. But now I haven't even told you, Ray, but I'll be going into my graveyard shift. So our Mondays that we do this, I won't have to go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning the following day. I'll go in at 5 p.m. So now we can transition to maybe going to these bars that we're reviewing and actually go to the bar. So maybe we can do a road trip to there. You know,
oh yeah, that sounds
or
very cool.
obviously we'll start off somewhere more local.
Watch a Monday night football game at the same time.
I know
I think
how's that going.
I think I was watching the first half and it was kind of close. Green Bay versus Detroit Lions, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Green Bay just pulled apart in the third quarter, and I stopped watching it because
Oh, really?
I figured it's a done deal. I could be wrong. If anyone else knows the final score, I'm more than happy to fill this in. But as far as I saw it, it was Aaron Rodgers was starting to take over, and
Okay.
I
Good
started
for him. Good for him.
a football show on here as well called the Football Examiner, and I review and I give my picks of the upcoming week. I think I went like maybe 12-3 this week. They're pretty good. I gotta still review some of the games, but I'm giving
Nice.
my what I think I have like 25 years of fantasy football knowledge, and then I worked at in Vegas at as a bookie, as taking the sports bets in the casinos. So that's my little. It's called the Football Examiner. Whenever you're free, hop on in, and anyone listening in.
Yeah, well, our teams have the same record right now, so I'm curious to
Oh
see what's
yeah,
going to happen. Yeah, yeah, I'm very happy
uh,
about that.
are the Raiders playing the 49ers this year?
No,
So then
no.
you're lucky.
You're lucky. Depending on, I want to see our schedule is pretty cool. It's pretty relaxed. Like next week we play Miami, so yeah, it's pretty relaxed. Yeah, but next
What?
you guys are playing Green Bay next week, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's
I
gonna be
think that
interesting. I got a couple of coworkers that Packers fans are going to the game.
yeah, I thought the beginning of the Raiders schedule was kind of tough, but now that they won those games, it's looking better. We'll
But they're the
see.
bad news bears. Like they had to really prepare for Miami. Miami plays Raiders are like the Lakers or Dodgers. Everybody plays them hard. So yeah.
Miami's in trouble. Miami's gonna they're gonna be one of the bottom teams. Just
Well, yeah,
from
they
what I'm
need.
seeing, they're yeah. Um, Today it was supposed to be my rest day, so I didn't work out. Well, I wasn't gonna work out, but I ended up running, and I did like 3 miles. Like I was gonna just kind of do an easy pace, and I ended up doing like a negative split, so it was okay. And then I think that's pretty much all I did. Oh no, I did some mobility in the morning as well. Trying
Okay,
to
cool.
yeah.
This is a non-workout day, and you did it anyway just because you felt it.
Well, so I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I mentioned a different show. I had my Cadillac converter stolen from my car, so that basically left me carless. So I had to do some errands today, and I'm like, I could either run and save time, being the endurance athlete, or I could walk. And I'm like, I'm going to show up there all sweaty, but I'd rather run there and then just I'll just walk back with the things I need. So I ran, and then I just walked back.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I got 5 miles in walking and 3 miles in running, and
Wow.
that's like a light day.
That's pretty light. How long did it take you to walk 5 miles? I couldn't do it. I'd be so frustrated.
Oh well, no, I did 3 miles, and then later on in the day, I went in for another walk to do some more errands.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, so I did maybe another. I don't know. I did 2 miles separately, not at the same time, but overall probably 5 miles,
Okay,
which
that's
is
cool.
which is good because LA Marathon's about I think 8 weeks away, so I'm cranking up the mileage. I had like 15 the week before, and I did like 25 this past week. So this week I'm gonna crank it up maybe to like I don't know 30, 35. I should be at 50,
A week.
a week. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm I'm the plan I have it. I'm reducing the mileage I have to do with that ATG training. So we'll see. I don't think anyone's done what I'm doing as far as training. Hopefully, basically, I mean, I feel good. So looking forward to documenting this.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm curious. You're telling me that we have to get together when our schedules are when we can do that, and I want to know everything you know. I want to
Yeah,
please teach me.
yeah. I mean, basically, you know, I think 2 weeks ago I took it's called it's right here actually. It's called the RRCA Coaching Winning Certification.
Is
Uh,
that what you went for that weekend you had, the coaching weekend?
well, I've been
You got
my training and learning. I'm always trying to absorb knowledge. So I
sure.
did my U.S. track and field level one, and I felt I got kind of what I wanted, but not enough because we went into other track and field is like javelin. It's not just it's not just like running. It's a sprinting marathon, everything in track and field. And then with the kettlebell certification, it wasn't enough for me to help injured people. And with ATG, that's where to me that's where even through their training they said the most common thing for runners knee. It's and the whole ATG is to prevent that. So they went through all the coaches and history that have made like big strides, that have been known through generations. And so far, no one is mixing up what I'm doing. So hopefully, even though it's 2021 and you would think every idea has been done, I'm gonna be able to add on to the fitness knowledge, or at least just mix them up because they're just basically information from different workouts, and I'm bringing it together, kind of. That's it.
That's super
And that
interesting. Yeah,
yeah
especially when you're talking about like runners of a certain age, and now I'm getting to that, battling, my injuries, and so now that's knowledge, and it's something like that I need to learn. Everyone needs to learn. I'm sure everyone's interested in that because even if you're 20, you'd like to learn something that you can take in your 30s or 40s, right?
right.
Something like that, just to keep yourself, keep it going, keep it moving. That's my thing. Is I want to be like those old men that I see in marathons that pass me up, and I'm like, that old motherfucker passed me up. Excuse my French, dude. They're doing something right. They know what's up, and I want to be that guy. I have been that guy. I want to remain that guy. So yeah, that's knowledge, and I'm glad you're learning it, so I can learn it with you.
No, that other weekend that I was gone, I went 4 days, and that was for NLP training, and to be an
Okay.
NLP. But
Oh, okay.
I still have like another 40 hours of homework to do and a test before I get my certification. And then on the running one, I'm still waiting for them to email it. I think they messed up with my email address, but I'm waiting
How
for the
dare they?
test. Yeah, yeah. So I still gotta. I'll be studying till the end of the year, basically, because I have
Very
till
cool.
the December 24th to finish everything. But of course, I want to do it way before that. But that that uh, that certification really helps with the programming. Like how many miles are you running, and what are you running them for? What everything your run has a purpose. Are you just running for fun?
Uh
If
huh.
you're running for fun, you shouldn't be getting injured, like because you want to be stubborn and just run, run, run. And then most runners just don't cross train. They don't do any weightlifting or anything like that.
Please expand on that, Ray. Please expand on that because I was talking to my doctor today, and I was just being really personal because again, like I said before, during these COVID times, I haven't been able to talk to my doctor. Okay, this is the first time meeting him, and he's a very cool guy. And I was asking him, like, I was basically not, excuse me, asking, not asking him, telling him that I run all the time. I work out 6 to 7 days a week, and if I only work out 6 days a week, it's because I'm doing something that involves my family or something, or I'd rather work out every single day. And I was asking him, like, is sleep that much is valued? Is stretching important? Like, I know it stretching is, and I know I'm just playing dumb when I ask this, just because I want to hear it from a doctor, I guess. You know, and I know that I've never had enough time to stretch. And in your research, in your education, in your pursuit, to be the best coach, how, and I know I'm asking the question just because I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you. I know stretching is important, and I've lacked that because I don't. I have if I have an hour to work out, I work out for the hour. I have people. We have. I know people that stretch for an hour and then work out for 3 hours. I have 5 minutes to stretch. Maybe I try to stretch at work. In just been in your journey, how important is it to stretch? And have I been missing something? And a follow up question would be the sleep. How important is getting enough sleep?
The stretching is important. I think we pretty much. I think you follow Goggins as much as I do, and
That dude stretches for like 2 3 hours.
right. And but he was falling apart before he started doing that. With everything he's doing because the body can do so much. However, with the whole ATG system, you do the stretches up until you're like loose, and then after that, you're going into more like strengthening and lengthening, and so that you don't have to spend 2 hours stretching a day. You could do it maybe like 2 3 times a week, because you're already more at length. So what are you stretching in it? And most of the time, it's just because you're just so tight. If you were already loose, you don't have to be stretching. Like some of the typical stretches that runners do, where they just stand up and then they grab their leg. I don't even feel that anymore because I'm not tight right here. You
Okay.
know, and most
What
people from sitting down, this
uh
gets all tight right here
do you
just from
look?
sitting down.
How do you look for it? Because I want to be cautious of it. So how do I
When you're
feel my?
driving, when you're sitting down, that
Uh-huh.
you're already that you're already just getting tight from that. And your job isn't one that you sit down, you walk around, but
Hmm.
the whole time. But um, I'll send it to you on Instagram, and anyone can go on there. It's called the couch stretch. And when I first started, I was so bad that I couldn't even do the whole position. I'll try and see if I think I might have it on where I could put it on the computer. But
You
I,
said cow
the
stretch.
couch
Couch. Okay,
stretch.
couch stretch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're supposed to put basically like your the back of your leg, like this part against the wall, and then have your back touch the wall. And I could only get like this far before. I couldn't go all the way back because I was just so tight.
Hmm.
And you might find that one side of your body, and most likely will you'll be able to go further on one side than the other. I went to the 99-cent store and I bought a cane, and I used it to kind of prop myself up little by little, kept going. Where now I can touch the wall on both sides, you know. And now I don't have to be doing that stretch as often because I'm already kind of loose. So that the couch stretch, the wall stretch, and the other one, uh, trying to remember the last one. the
It's
couch
okay.
stretch,
Did
the
me
wall stretch.
couch on the
But
wall. Okay,
yeah,
so
on the Instagram, I put the three stretches you should be doing, and I demonstrate all three.
okay,
And and I think once you do those, you have to do that for at least 6 weeks. It's going to take you to kind of like start to feel limber and really loose, where you can kind of hit those positions all the time, and then after that, then you move on to phase two. But you got to do that first.
okay,
And I would start off with doing those three stretches 3 times a week and holding them for like a minute, and that's pretty much it. I know because a lot of people hate stretching, but it's really, I would say this is the easiest way to do it, you know. And then the rest of the stuff you kind of I already showed in the past a little bit, the tibialis bar, the slant board, the different types of tools that they use in the ATG training.
yeah, for sure.
I but I don't get paid by anybody. No one that we're talking about, the beers, the training. No one here is paying me. None of the
Not yet.
not yet. But I do have a discount code for the NLP if anyone is interested in training that, because typically that's like $4,000 anywhere
Wow.
you go. This one was only $200, and I think you get like 10% off with my code. So that's pretty cool.
That is
I
cool.
got I actually have some codes now to distribute. So are you finished with your Colossus beer, or
I
ready for
am.
the next one?
How about yourself?
I'm almost there. I think you can talk about the other beer you have, and meanwhile I'll finish this one off. What's the
Sounds good.
other
The other
Lagunitas beer you got?
the other beer I have is a pretty popular one. It's a little something some. It's one of their. Oh, actually, okay, it was one of their original beers that they had um, after the original IPA, and that was they wanted. I forgot. I think this is they added the Citra, and so the Citra is the those the juice to make the IPA a little bit more palatable. And this one took off like crazy. And this is like one of their most popular beers. They've had variations of the little something some. I forget, there's other names that they called it, and you can't get them today or right now. They're very seasonal, just like the Lockdown Brew is very seasonal. Um, you remember? I remember you were talking about the dog. One thing I, I was wondering, why do they have dogs on all their like? I did actually didn't wonder. I just know that dogs are cool. Why not have a dog on your beer, right? There's actually a thing that they did up north. You were allowed to bring your dog to the brewery, so everyone would come sip on their brews, chill, listen to the music festival with their dogs. It's kind of like that with the place in Montclair, Lazy Dog Cafe. I'm not sure if it's countrywide or anything, but I know we have a lot in California. It's just like that. You can actually bring your dog to Lagunitas, chill, have a beer with your family, your peoples, your friends, watch the games, and bring your dogs. They're very dog friendly. They're very 420 friendly, and it's kind of like a chill. Like the whole vibe of Lagunitas is very cool, and I wish I had more time to research it because they seem like a legit brewery, like people that we would kick it with, like like really really chill people. So I'm not sure if you knew that. So that's why they had
No,
dogs. They're dog
I,
friendly.
I didn't know that. I like that beer. If it's between the beer that you're drinking and the one that I bought, I like that one better.
Oh,
And
do you?
yeah, they always have like different seasonal ones, like you're mentioning, special ones, and they're usually pretty strong. I like the seasonal beers or special editions that they come out with. Yeah. And do you know the percentage of that one? I think that's
Yeah.
like a 6.7 or 6.9.
It is a. I remember not seeing it like on the front like that. It wasn't blasted. Um,
And if not, I think I could pull it up.
Go ahead and pull it up because I don't think they advertise it like that,
All right,
which
let's see.
which is surprising.
And
Yeah, I got
so,
it right. I have it right. It's seven point
okay,
five.
7.5. Let's see if people could kind of see on here a little bit. So they got the Maximus, which is this one. They got the Daytime, which I don't even know if it has actual alcohol in it.
No,
They
the
got
daytime
this.
does. The daytime is 5%
Oh, okay. Then they
or
got the
5.5.
super
Might be 5.
cluster.
The super cluster I've tried. and enjoyed. I believe I had a 6-pack of that.
Oh, here's that non-alcoholic one you were talking about. It's called IPNA, and then they have the hoppy refresher.
That
With the
is that the seltzer?
lemon.
Is that the seltzer one?
Let's see here. Probably. Let me go down a little bit. See if they have any. Yeah, they don't show any of the seasonal, but it looks like a white bottle. It probably is a.
I have the seasonal list actually. So for the seasonal or
Oh,
the limited release, they have a bunch of this. I'm curious about this one. They
that's
had
not
this.
even. It's not even alcohol. That
Which one?
it says 0.0. That hoppy refresher.
Yeah, there
So,
was.
so people actually like just the taste of hoppy.
That's what I'm curious about. That's what I'm curious
Wow.
about. Yeah, they have this limited series called the Stereo Hop, the Stereo Hopic. They have volume 1 through 3, I believe, and the Waldos. I've tried the Waldos, which is a triple IPA, and that one's cool, but it's a little strong. It's nothing that I could just like drink on a Sunday. It's a little strong, but as far as is effectiveness, or as we say nowadays during the COVID times, it as far as its elasticity, it's very good. And I finally got to use that word. I don't even know if I said it right. Elasticity, elasticity. Yeah. Anyway, my bad. Then they had this one that I'm curious about because I didn't know they had a wheat beer, and it's called Willet Ties. Oh, that's a dark one actually. There's one that they had a Heffenweizen version that I've never even heard of that people really like, and they don't even have it on this menu. And I was like on one of their websites, and everyone was like, "How come you don't bring that one back?" Yeah, it's not even here. It's called like it's a crazy. It's like a sentence. It wasn't one word. It's like a sentence. I forgot what it is. But the daytime, 98 calories and 3 carbs at 5% at 4% alcohol. So it's like a Bud Light,
It's
like a
it,
Modelo, maybe.
it's like one of those. See, I'm not a fan of those beers that have really low percentage alcohol
Nor am I.
because I think you're gonna end up drinking more of those to try and catch a buzz than if you just drink like one good strong IPA and then you're done. You don't have to keep drinking them. Because I know
Yeah,
I'll
I
be like
agree.
four
I agree.
percent. I'm gonna drink like four of those or the whole six
But
pack.
okay, so you think about it. Okay, if a daytime is 3% carbs and it's 4% alcohol versus a Maximus, which I don't know the carbs content on that, but maybe you can look it up real quick. And you had 3 of them. So yeah, they're not going to give you the carbs like that on the can. It could work out if you're carb counting or something like that, and you wanted to have 6 beers. You can easily do it. 18. You can have 18 calories and drink 6 beers. That's pretty cool.
Actually, there's a different one here called Lagunitas Stereo Hop Hopic.
Yeah,
It's
volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, right?
oh, I didn't even know that this one's a 7.2.
But that's
10 101. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking about.
yeah, it's pretty
Very
interesting,
nice.
right?
I have to look more into their website because they seem to have a lot more than just what's like displayed. You have to kind of keep
For
digging
sure.
in. Yeah,
You have to go down that rabbit hole, and they have a
because
lot
I
of
know
stuff where it's
personally
like
during like the holiday season, which is coming up pretty much now, because I already see people with their whole yards full of Halloween things. Uh, yeah, they always come up with
Halloween. I'm
these.
seeing Christmas already.
Are you
Yeah, yeah.
people's houses?
Uh, I was at Disneyland yesterday,
Oh, okay.
and actually they have a strong Halloween program. But in the back they're already like, oh no, in 2 weeks we're already, like their Christmas stuff is done. There's and Halloween, the Christmas stuff, and other, yeah, people's houses. Yeah, I have. There's a house that's famous for their Christmas decorations. Yeah, they're already starting. They're
Is that
doing it in conjunction with the Halloween. They're doing the Halloween thing too, but they're getting the Christmas stuff ready. Like seriously, like they're knotting all the Christmas tree lights and everything right now.
Yeah, one of my friends from jiu-jitsu, I seen her Instagram story, and she was at Not Scary Farms already on, was it Friday or Saturday? I'm like, it's already Not Scary Farm. There had the whole thing was done up. I was like, that we're still in September.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I was at Disneyland and they're doing Halloween right now. Yeah, at California Adventure they have this new thing that they do with it. We had to leave California Adventure at 6 p.m. because people are all dressed up, and so you're used to seeing Ariel and
I'm not.
Gaston and
I'm not.
Aladdin and everything
I
because of the characters,
I
but
don't
there's
go
actually,
there.
huh?
I'm not used to seeing it because I don't go there.
Okay.
I haven't been there in like, in so long.
Dude, I
Yeah,
gotta enlighten you. Disneyland is great.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'll take you. Okay.
I'm mad at them because of how they treat runners, because Disneyland owns ESPN, and
Yes, they do. What do you mean? How do they
and
treat runners?
they don't, in my opinion, respect runners. When do you see a track and field event on ESPN?
Okay.
You see gambling. You see, like, I don't know, even maybe Formula One or bowling. I
Oh,
think
you're
I've
saying that?
seen darts. When was the last time you seen a marathon on ESPN or ESPN
Oh,
two?
so you're saying that they?
When was the last time they covered a college track and field event or
I don't
anything like
know.
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
When was the last time they gave an SB to a runner? Even like when Meb Khalid won the, what was it, the was it the New York Marathon or the Boston Marathon, which no American had won in like 100 years.
He still has the
They, they,
fastest time, right? Or
they
did
didn't give him the man or whatever. They didn't even give him an award for that. And how about all the runners that they charge like $250 for a half marathon,
Disney?
and then
Yeah.
like fifty
Is that how
dollars for
much
the
it costs?
parking, and then they kick you out as soon as you're done with your race, and
I
you don't
heard
even get a
that.
discount to the park.
You can't even go on a ride after. Yeah, I heard that.
I'm like,
I heard that. Yeah.
I'm like, Disney to me, they're they love the runner's money, but they don't really respect the runner. They're just like,
Well,
you know,
I beg to differ. That little money is nothing. They could care less, or else they would give us more, right? I never looked at it like that though.
no, they
Yeah.
have Dumbo challenges where people fly to Florida and do the Dumbo triple challenge, which is like a 5K, a half marathon, and then a marathon, all in 3 days. And people, I have friends that travel all over the Disneylands, and they dress up, and they have those whatever dapper nights and all
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
They're the whole part of it, and they dress up, and I mean it's good for them. They like to take pictures with them, but overall, I see that it is a money grab at the running community when they don't really respect or embrace them or do anything like for the running community. What are you doing for the running community besides just trying to price gouge them on everything?
Well, they're not
Yeah.
price gouging just the running community though. Disney, they're it's very unaffordable, and
Right,
the
but
sad thing is
but
that
since
Walt
on
Disney.
ESPN, since they own ESPN, they give zero respect to the running community because you don't see it on ESPN
No, you
two,
don't.
3, Mundo, 360, all these ESPN channels. You don't see it.
No, you don't. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah,
You
I
see
never
you
thought about it
see
like that.
Texas Hold'em over running, and if you
Ooh.
were to put it on TV, maybe just give it a try to see if more people would tune in to watch that over Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, that's a good point. Think about this. I have a 7 and 8 year old, and I want to get them into sports, and they're not. Everything to them is boring. They're into Roblox and Mortal Kombat 11, right? So why you're right. If I could show them, hey, these are some runners on ESPN. This is a big race because my son loves running, but all they have is Texas Hold'em, like versus people running, like one man against one man against another man, or one city, or one state, or one country against another country. I think it's awesome TV. You're right. How come the runners aren't televised like that? But it's not Disney's fault. I mean, nobody televises runners like that. Maybe it's our job.
They do only during like the Olympics, during the Olympic maybe trials. But
and that's
they'll
track and
put.
field, and that's elitist. What about a regular? Yeah,
I
yeah.
I mean, I've even seen cricket
What do you mean?
over. Like I've seen
Oh,
cricket on
cricket.
ESPN.
Yeah,
I've
that's that.
seen bowling on ESPN. Are you
Yeah,
gonna tell me that like someone who runs a marathon isn't an athlete enough compared to a bowler to get some airtime?
that's true. That's
You
true.
know, and
I value
I'm
bowling though. I
I'm not
watch
the
bowling on
biggest
ESPN.
biker, but the only time we get to see people that do bikes is like X Games, or I have to watch the Tour de France to be able to see some top legit, bikers like fall into cobblestone. But
Right.
I mean, they just don't. I think they should give it a try and see what happens. If you're just gonna keep forcing, the whole poker, it'll catch on just like that. There's a big enough community of runners, even though people may not think of it. That I believe people will watch.
I agree with you. I know I'd watch it. That's a. Have you ever seen the Red Bull Rampage for mountain biking?
Uh, Probably Red Bull puts on some
Yeah, it's in.
excellent competitions, from breakdancing to DJing
Yes,
to
they're
like
doing
cliff
it.
diving.
See, that's the and they have enough followers. They have it's a market. It's something that needs to open up. Maybe ESPN doesn't know, and they can miss out. Like f them. Like the Red Bull Rampage. That's what got me into mountain biking. I was amazed and in awe. I was like, oh my god, that's like talk about extreme sports. Talk about skaters doing 360s off half pipes and all that we grew up with. Watch the Red Bull Rampage. It's in Utah, I believe. It is extreme. I cannot believe they jump 60-foot canyons like nothing. Like the mountain biking community is crazy, and I only know that because of Red Bull. If Red Bull didn't exist, ESPN wouldn't have it. So I get your point. I truly do. Oh, is okay. Is that the original? That's the standard IPA.
This one right here is the Lagunitas Indian Pale Ale. This one's a 6.2%. I don't know what you mean by regular, if this one was the first one.
Like,
But
is it their standard IPA, like the one they sell in a 12 pack?
oh, I guess it depends on where you go. Because actually, I did see this in a 12 pack today. And then I
Okay,
seen the one with a dog in a
in a
six
12 pack.
pack. In a
Oh,
six pack.
okay. I think that's a standard one. So this is
But
something.
this one and the one you got, you can typically find, it depends. You see this one more at 7-Elevens, at least by where I live. But you can find both, which is funny because years ago, finding an IPA beer at a 7-Eleven, it's like you weren't gonna find that. You're gonna just find your Bud Lights, your Coors, your Millers, your Modelos, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't even find no IPA. Now it's like a bunch of seltzers and IPAs.
What do you think about the salsa world? Where's it coming
No,
from?
I
From a runner, it's actually not a bad thing because like the carbs are like very low. I
hmm.
haven't dove that deep into seltzers. I'm not a seltzer advocate by any means.
It
Um,
reminds me of Zima.
it is Zima S, but
So like,
if you're
why,
trying to
why,
count your
why?
carbs, huh?
They brought back Zima a few years ago.
They
And
did.
I'm
I
like,
remember
yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, nah. To me, I work out enough where if I want to drink a beer, I feel I deserve to drink a beer. And when I taste like some sort of fruity flavor, it just, I guess I've acquired the taste of the beer where I like the taste of the beer, and I don't like the taste of like some raspberry seltzer water after
Yeah.
running 26.2 miles. I remember LA Marathon last year was not going to have beer, and I was like
What?
bitching and complaining the whole time. And they ended up having like, I think Heineken, but I'm like,
Oh,
all
you never
because of
mentioned that.
this.
I didn't know that.
Oh, they only advertise a seltzer, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, they're beer gardens. They're not seltzer gardens. All the
No.
marathons always
Yeah.
have beer gardens, not seltzer gardens. I was like, good thing they had beer. I was calm. But
Even yeah, that's crazy. Even that small one, the last one we did together, the Ventura one, they had an 805 garden at least. It was just 805. That was cool.
And I probably went because I finished late. Because last time I went there, it was like not enough people drank beer. Go for it, all you could drink. I was like, yeah. So, but I was pretty dead tired, but I drank as much as I could.
Yeah, yeah. Always do that. That's important.
As
That's
long as you're not driving. As long as you're not driving.
Of course, never. No, we are big Uber Lyft advocates. I'm actually pro Uber, but yeah, just like I tell all my coworkers that are younger than me. And can you believe, Ray, that I have coworkers that are younger than me now? I'm at that age where I'm like the older guy that has to give advice and shit.
I got
And
like
I
30
tell them
years
seriously,
for
when you
that.
go out, when you're like, get an Uber. It's easy, right? It's easy.
Like back in my day, we didn't have Uber.
We didn't have Uber. I couldn't call stuff. Yeah. Hey, do you know how dope it is to go to a bar right now? I have an app where I can go to any bar and play music and skip people's songs. You didn't have that. Yeah, we didn't. I didn't. You didn't. We didn't have that back in the day.
So back in the day, or yeah, depending at what age you're talking about. I did have for a while like the plug with at least in my local area with
Uh,
the taxi drivers, all the paisa, they like they would take me to whatever bar I wanted to. They pick me up, and a lot of them wouldn't charge me, but just from knowing them for so long. Um, this beer right here is more bitter than the Maximus,
is it
in my
really?
opinion. Yeah, and this one's a 6.2. What
This
did
some. Go on. Excuse me.
I know? I mean, like, so this one's a 9.0, and this one's a 6.2, and this one tastes more refreshing and more crisp than this one. And I've drank this one a lot more actually. And I've this is the first time trying this one.
I agree. I've tried a little something, and it's not a bad beer. Now that I developed a taste for IPAs, but that Maximus is 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 really good. I take that over the little something something. And what did we say it was 7.5 versus 9?
The little
Yeah.
something.
Did I tell you 7.5? Yeah, it was 7.5.
Okay,
So
7.5.
I
Yeah, I
would take
mean,
Maximus over it, not just because of the extra, alcohol content. It tastes better, but this
it
is not
does
a bad
taste
beer.
better. But even for the price, it's like what I paid at 7-Eleven and then what I
Hmm.
paid out the door. It's better tasting, more crisp, stronger. And I mean, if you're doing this all for working out, then after you work out, you want to drink
Yeah,
less. I would go with this one over them. But
for
I
sure.
the 7.5.
This is
That
it. Yeah, it's go to. This is my go to now.
so we're starting to come to the end of the show, even though we don't have any rules. It's our show. We could do what we want. But what beer do you want to review next?
I haven't thought about it. I was just thinking about Lagunitas today. Do you have
Hmm.
any ideas? I was actually looking at some Claremont ales that I saw that I haven't tried. That was our second review, I believe.
I don't remember, but I was thinking something that
It was our third because Elysian was. Or do we never do Claremont?
no, we did the peppers,
Oh, we did.
uh,
We did.
mhm,
Apricots or the
peaches,
peaches and peppers.
peaches and peppers.
I see it all the time. But the one that I like from them is not even. I don't even see that. It's hard to find now. But anyway, um, does anybody have any ideas out there? Do we have people in this world?
We do, we
Mhm.
do. We
We do.
appreciate you listening in, and
Yeah,
we
we do.
also don't know how many people are listening in through the
Is there
links as
something we
well.
should try that we're missing that we
I
should?
was thinking this one because if we do go Claremont, a lot of people on here are not in Claremont. They can't access that. So I was thinking, let's go with Stone.
Stones, one of the originals too. I'd love to hear their story.
Stone,
That's the
Stoned.
yeah. That's
All their IPs that I've had never leave me with a hangover. So
okay.
I think they're like good because
I think
for that reason, and they have a lot of selection, and we could like pick one where we'll both drink it and try it, and then we could do the same thing where pick a
it's
couple
easy to
other
find.
ones. Yeah,
It's easy
and
to
it's
find.
easy to find where a lot of people. I think it might even be a national beer. I don't know.
Stone has to be.
I
Stone is
would
more
I
popular
would
than
think by now.
because that's the original arrogant bastard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the
Ah,
original. I
wait.
remember.
Yes, yes, yes. You're right.
Yes. So I remember when I was 21 working at a bar.
Arrogant bastard, isn't it?
Arrogant Bastard. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they have Arrogant Double Bastard and Triple Bastard, and that was the Stone's a good place to start because or to continue with because they are one of the true craft beers that came in, I believe, I want to say 2000 Y2K era. Stone Brewery. You're right. We should explore that. Yeah, we should explore that. That's perfect. That's a great idea.
All right. So then the next one will be the Stone beer, and that'll be October 4th. Let me just confirm the calendar here because that'll be our next show. Due to tight schedule, we only do this show every 2 weeks. So it'll be October 4th, we'll be reviewing Stone. And then the one after that, that's when we can talk about the pumpkin.
What's the date on that? 14 days later. 4th, 14th, 18th, October 18th?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So October 18th, we're looking into
Ooh,
getting
cool.
some sort of a pumpkin spice beer or some sort of seasonal spooky beer. Let's do a hollow. I think. So what you're saying is you want to dress up. I understand.
Oh. Only
That'll
if we can
be.
do Milli Vanilli. Let's do Milli Vanilli.
All right. So I think we figured it out. We're gonna do the stone beer, and then after the stone beer, we'll look into some sort of Halloween themed pumpkin and anything else we could find. Maybe like some, I don't know. I
You know
mean,
what would
to
be
keep it
good?
Halloween,
Yeah, yeah.
blood. Something is always good.
That's cool. But actually, to keep it Halloween, let's do one of these Oktoberfest beers. That's like a German thing, right?
Oh, I like it.
Oktoberfest, like a
I
good
like it.
Hefeweizen. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like because it'd be tent. It's tent month, right? 10 months. Ten
that's
months probably
true.
started already. So let's appreciate them, the Germans. We love our Germans for beer, and so like a tent month, maybe in October. A good. Have you tried Oktoberfest? The actual company, the Oktoberfest, the name of the beer. They
No,
have
but I've been
one.
to Oktoberfest in Huntington Beach. It was a great
Okay.
time.
I've been in one in Torrance, and you know what? What's a great? I hear is good for us. Big Bear. They have
How about the
a month and
Pomona
a half
one?
long one.
The Pomona Fair one? Have you gone to that one?
I have not.
Me neither. I heard that's good.
The Big Bear might be cool. We should do it there. Yeah.
We have to wait. That's for the 14th, right? Yeah, we have time to work on that one.
Yeah, we do have time to
So,
work on it. Exactly.
all right,
Maybe there's a Spartan race that we can actually do like to be productive during that time because I know
at the
the
same
Big Bear.
time.
Yeah, Spartan has Big Bears. They have a beast. I don't know if you're ready for that one though.
I
That's
don't know if
that's
I don't know if you're ready for that one.
oh oh
I
oh.
got LA Marathon. That my focus is
Is it October? Oh, it's November,
it
no?
is November 7th,
Okay, okay.
and
Yeah.
it'll be my 15th consecutive year running it. And as long as I keep my training on point, I plan on getting my best time ever.
Period. You're gonna
I
PR?
th- yeah, I think so. I
That's
think
dope,
so.
bro.
Why not? I mean, that's what I'm going for. And if I could PR, I haven't PR'd in years. So
How
to be
long has
able
it been
to
since you PR?
turn back the hands of time and be like, oh yeah, just getting
That
stronger as time goes on.
that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Like if I can PR, my best is it's not crazy, people. It's 428 Santa Clarita, and all I want to do, my best is a sub 4. I want a sub 4. That's all I want. I'm not asking for much, and I'm glad I don't
And
have arthritis because it's still possible.
and and for the non-runners, sub 4 means running a marathon under 4 hours. And
Close it out, Ray. All right, peoples.
all right, so thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Uh, and so we will be reviewing the Stone Beer. Is that the apple? The Stone Beer on the next show. And if you can get your hands on some Stone Beer, go ahead and get it. Come on up here. Let us know what you think. We'll be reviewing the different ones. We appreciate everyone listening in the audience and worldwide. For me and Ty, until next time, I hope you enjoy your workouts and your beers. And we'll see you on October 4th.